Listen, we have given this man a lot of nicknames on the Sixers. Mathief, Mathreese, Flybull. But when it has mattered, Matisse Thybulle has not shown up for the Sixers in the playoffs. It started off with the vaccination, right? Maybe he got in his mind about it because he used to be the lovable one, and now a lot of people don't like him as much. But he has to find himself in these playoffs because right now, even when he's on the floor, he is a non-factor. Even defensively, we kind of know about the offensive woes, but Tyrone, defensively, Matisse Thybulle has to step it up for this team, especially with no Joel Embiid.
I'm glad you brought it up. The way he's playing is unacceptable, and he should be kind of ashamed of himself. And this is what I mean. He took 0 shots. He's taken one shot in 2 games. Now, somebody might say, well, that's a good thing. He's not a shooter. Well, you know, layups and dunks also count as shots. He hasn't made one hard cut to the basket to possibly get a dunk. He just doesn't do anything. And I hate to say that, but he literally doesn't do anything. And the defense, Hero, so there are a lot of fans who, because of reputation or because he's had moments in the past, that say, oh, but he's defense. If you watch the games, what has he done to affect the game on the defensive end at all? Hero's getting whatever shot he wants. Oladipo gets whatever shot he wants. When he's on Butler, Butler gets whatever shot he wants. Tobias Harris has been much better defensively in this series.
Yes.
Much better defensively than him.
Yes.
At times, so is James Harden, because James Harden's allowed to play with his hands and push guys because he's a veteran. He's played better defensively. I'm not joking. Like, it's unbelievable how poor he has played. And at some point, it almost has to be a personal pride thing. Okay, who cares what the people think? Your check still clears every 2 weeks. Man, you're rich. Don't worry about if you're not beloved right now. He's got to do something in this game. He doesn't affect the game in any real way, and he's trailing plays constantly. And without Joel Embiid's rim protection, when you have DeAndre Jordan at times or Paul Reed, who's scattered at times and having to run around and doesn't fully grasp what to do, he has to play sound defense. This reaching from behind stuff when guys are streaking and you have to hope, and if he doesn't get there, he either fouls or they get a layup because they don't have the rim protection. He has to do conventional defense and stay in front of his man. His play is really hurting him. And this is why is Green out there to go 1 for 10 and 1 for 9 from 3? Because what's the alternative? What's the alternative from Green? He has to play better. And he was a fan favorite 3 weeks ago. He was a fan favorite. And now we have this, and it's
ugly, and we're not in the head of Matisse Thybulle at all. Right. We don't know what is going on, but what we do know is that in the regular season and in years past, he gives you defense. There are 5 ways to affect the game: scoring, rebounding, assists. We know we can't really count on him for all of those things. Pace. Sometimes Matisse will give you a little bit of pace, and defense. And if he is in the game and he's not at least giving you defense and putting his hands up and creating good offense from his defense, which helps the other players on the team, it helps us get looks in the open court, then what exactly is his role out there? I think that maybe I'll give Doc the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he just didn't pay too much attention to Matisse Thybulle, but he said, oh, I thought he had a better game tonight, one of his better ones in the playoffs. If a better game is you did not shoot the ball, then to me, that's not a better game. Really, we did not see his impact on defense at all. When you see guys like Tyler Hero getting 18 points, you would have thought he's Steph Curry out there. When you have guys like Victor Oladipo getting 19 points, he has to get over his whatever is going on in his head and come out there and play some good defense.